y'all.
Hello. How you doing?
We back. Ebonic economics.
Hey, Ebonic economics.
Hey.
We back.
Huh. Stop playing with us. Another episode. You know how we get down. Some more information, education, Ebonic economics.
And motivation. Hey,
There
information, education, and motivation.
Don't steal it.
Okay.
Don't steal it.
I know you will, though. You can't use it.
Ebonic economics. That money is talking what?
Our language.
And only us. So if you don't understand this, you know it's just not for you. This is for the people who get it.
Who gonna get this? Who come from where we come from and trying to get where we trying to go.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now we do.
We used to have
interpretation classes.
We do. We used to have a. Remember when we first started? We used to be like, you ain't gotta have a college degree, but you gonna understand this shit.
Yeah. That shit was funny. We didn't even go on into that because we felt like that was too much of the Ebonic, right?
Yeah, so
we just kind of left that to the side, but
y'all get it.
It is what it is.
Y'all get what we talking about.
We hope that y'all have understood some of the stuff we done said.
Yes. So today we gonna get, cause you remember Red on the black thing. She's like, in this sweatshirt, that's the Ebonics.
The Ebonics.
Well, we about to get into the Ebonics.
Okay, cause you know what, we all about. Ebonic derives from the word ebony meaning black, and so it's the black way. So when they say ebonically speaking, or that's what they mean, the black way, because ebony is us, you know. Even my light skinned ass, my red ass, I am still ebony. So but argue we will not.
Ebony
and ivory stick together in perfect.
Hey, you know I used to say so much business. I used to be like, stick together in probate.
It's probate. You know,
it's a whole nother thing.
Mama say, Mama say.
Today, you see us, you motivated by us. We love you, you care about us, we care about you. But what you don't understand is we come from where you come from. We came from the streets. Everything wasn't rosy over here.
Man.
We've had felonies, been to jail.
With an S.
And all that. And this what this episode is about today.
Right.
This is about life after lockup.
Basically life after lockup, life after legal situations, life after shit that normally break a motherfucker down. We are life after that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
and we want to motivate you to be that same life.
I was gonna go ahead. Motherfuckers know about
go ahead.
No, you know. No, I'm just saying because everybody didn't have a rosy childhood, don't have a rosy background. Everybody light didn't come on from the beginning. Sometimes we had to go out here and bump our head and do some dumb shit. Just like on our homeboy, Mr. Doss. Exactly. He bumped his head, he went to jail, did some time, came home and got his shit together. So that, and just inspire after that, and just knowing the people that we know and our peers, we wanted to give this episode to let those who don't know us and that we don't know that there is life after lockup, life after prison. You can come home and get your shit together. It is never too late to start a new path.
Exactly. Male and females go through the same thing. You know, whether you had a drug issue or you was the big time dealer in your neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? We've all been through that.
Man.
And a lot of people sometimes don't come out of that because they don't think it is life after that. Right. But we're here to let you know that's not true. It's absolutely life after that. You can move forward. You can build for your family. You can build wealth. You can build financial security. You can have
good credit.
You can have good credit. Exactly.
Depending on how long you was gone, you should come home with good credit. As long as people wasn't fucking up your name while you was gone. So, you know, there is a way and a day for you to start over and start fresh and turn a new leaf over and continue on, because that was just like a pause. You had to pause for the cause, you know. Exactly. So that pause was a few years or however many years it was. If you back out here, just know that it's okay. You can still be productive. You can still build something, like she said. Take care of your people in a positive and legal way. So some of the things we want to tell y'all about today are, because they're unlike before, there's a lot of resources now for our people who have done time and came home, because they like to strip you of everything. when you go there and do that time, and when you come home, you already serve your motherfucking debt to society. But when you come home, that shit is still held over your head and is still preventing you from advancing. You can't get the certain job, or you can't get to live in a certain place. And so now there's a lot of resources to help everybody, to help people who want to help themselves, who have gone through this shit and who are out here trying to do better for themselves and just have a better life. So we want to tell y'all about some of those today, and we just want to be here for y'all. Shit.
And because there's a lot of people now, believe it or not, who've been in your situation, who are now CEOs, who own their own businesses, who do understand, you know, where you're coming from. So we'll go over a couple of resources I have. A couple of job resources, and Red gave us this one. Is 70 million jobs.
70 million jobs. That is a website that has exactly what it says. 70 million jobs that are felon friendly. So if you have a felony on your record, go to 70millionjobs.com and look on there, put your state in, your city, and find a job near you that will hire you with your felony. Now, if your felony is embezzlement, don't apply to work at the bank. Exactly. It's not going to work that way. But, you know, use your common sense and apply for some of those jobs. They are there for you to give you a second chance, because everybody deserves that.
And speaking of second chance, there's also a website called Second Chance for Felons. .com is also a bunch of resources on there for you, job felon-friendly employers who's willing to give you a job with that felony. There's also TMI. Now, TMI is an actual company, and I wanted to mention TMI because they are, and it's funny because the workers there, they joke and say that TMI stands for too many inmates.
Too many inmates. That's funny as hell.
But they're the people that set up the cones and all of that for, you know, when they're doing street work. So say for instance, the gas company needs to dig up pipes. You will be the first person to get there that morning to set out those orange cones and those little arrows that tell people to park in this lane.
It sounds like they pay pretty good.
And they do. Okay, so it's called TMI. Look that up. They're felon friendly. Excellent. Most construction jobs as well.
Yeah.
Most the Century Freeway project is also another project. And these are California-based projects, unfortunately.
70 million jobs is
70 million jobs is everywhere, but there are always programs in your area, construction in every area. You just have to look. But these are some I know personally. Century Freeway project. The Century, it's called Century Freeway. And the reason they call it the Century Freeway project is because it started with building the Century Freeway.
Oh, wow.
Felons, all you gotta do is pass a basic math test and a physical ability test, so to be able to make sure that you're physical to do that. But I mean, union work, you'll be in the union, etc. If you want to do that, everybody can do that kind of physical work like that. So, but those are some resources right there. And reentrytowork.org.
Yeah, just reentry to work.
.org. So that's another resource that you can tap into as well to find resources for you. You know, find resources. Now, if you can't find those resources,
you know what you can do?
You can work on getting an expungement.
Oh.
So we're going to go over trying the steps to get an expungement.
An expungement is just basically having your record erased. It's not counted against you. It's expunged. It's put so deep under the ground they ain't supposed to find it no more.
Exactly.
But and you can have it done for free, or you can pay.
And you can get an expungement, dismissal, or reduction, because everyone won't
wipe it out completely.
Yeah, they won't all wipe it out completely, and some people just don't qualify. What felonies do not qualify? Now, so what you cannot get a expungement. You can get an expungement, a dismissal, if you have a felony and you did not do prison time, because we all know you can have a felony and don't go to prison. So if you did not do prison time, you are eligible for an expungement in the state of California. If you did prison time, they would do what's called a dismissal or reduction. So it won't necessarily be completely expunged, but it'll be, like she said, so far enough you need a shovel to get to this shit.
Right. It won't count against you, and it won't hinder you.
It won't hinder
from
you
continuing to live life now that you've already paid your debt to this society.
Things that can't be expunged.
Murder was a case that they gave me.
Hey.
Listen, shit happens. Manslaughter is different. Murder is not going to be expunged. Most of the time, if you out on a murder, man,
Be thankful.
be grateful.
Okay, just be
You
thankful.
probably have to go on and own your own business.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
depending on how they find it, but
Yeah, so murders are something that you can't get expunged, dismissed, anything. Can't even do the petition, because that's what it's called. It's called a
I hope you
petition.
can't get child.
And absolutely. Thank you. The next thing, I wasn't finished. Child molestation, anything, any offense, not just children,
Against- yeah.
human
Okay.
trafficking, anything
Sexual
that
offense.
sexual offense, human trafficking, children, those kind of offenses you cannot get expunged. However, if
Thank
you
God.
have a special circumstance case where it's a statutory rape, because you get these where you're 19 and she's 17, and then they didn't charge your ass with statutory rape.
Because the mama man.
Those are special circumstance cases, and you still could file your petition, and you may get that reduced. But that's a you got a smaller
You gotta
percent.
have a good attorney.
Yeah, that's when you
Yeah.
probably want to get an attorney to get it
Yeah.
expunged. Because everything else I'm about to tell you, you could do this yourself. You
Right.
do not need an attorney to do these things for you. But special
You need
circumstances,
initiative.
you need it. Nigga, get your ass up. No. nigga.
No, I'm joking.
Okay,
Black
so,
History Month. No, I'm joking.
okay, so I'm gonna give you the steps. The first thing you need to do is, like we said, find out your felony. So you have to get your record. You have to get your
Case number.
criminal record from every court, because just because you file an expungement in this court and you had a case over here, this
Right.
is the only one that's expunged. That one will not be. So you need to collect all of your criminal court cases.
You got cases
Some of
in
y'all-
2 states and 3 states.
or different courts. You may have a Long Beach court case. You may have an LA court case.
Okay.
You may have a
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino court. You will have to go through all of those courts to pull your criminal record to see, because you have to put your charges the exact way that they were given to you. Once you collect those criminal records, some of y'all may only have the one, made one mistake, and you know some of us have. You will get a form what's called a CR. Let me say it right, 180, because I always say a 1280
Form.
because it's called Section 1203.4 is what you filing for. The form is called CR 180. So I would fuck it up. 180.
180.
That's what it's called. It's a file. It's a petition to file form, and on that petition, you're gonna have the 1203.4, 1203.44, 1203.43. Meaning that if you don't get the expungement, they're gonna file for the dismissal. So all of that is on the one form. So you don't need separate forms for a dismissal or a reduction.
This
It's
one
on-
form is to give me whichever one of these I qualify for.
That's it.
I want it.
Exactly. You know, so you're gonna file for all of them. They all listed just in case, and then once they let you know, they'll tell you which one you actually were approved in. On this form, you cannot be on probation or parole.
Well,
Well, I
don't
gotta
try to
say
get your shit expunged if you still gotta see the people every month. That ain't gonna make no sense. If you still owe him some money,
Yeah,
you ain't
absolutely
gonna get
not.
it expunged, because they got to be paid first before they give you any kind of slack or leeway or help of any kind.
any kind.
So,
If you have an open case, and if you are parole, they not gonna do it. Pending.
no.
No.
Yeah.
When you get an expungement or a dismissal, because on the paperwork, you're going to explain to them why you think you should get it. I've been off probation or parole for the last 5 years.
I've been a law-abiding citizen.
I've been working at Taco Bell.
I have
Whatever
a
the damn
family.
case is,
Yeah,
I have
all
a
that shit.
family.
Trying to advance my life.
Exactly.
To prevent me from being a doctor.
So you'll put all that. They're going to know all that, and then you would file each form, because you're not going to put it on the one form. Let's be clear. Each court has to have their own CR 185.
So San Bernardino, LA, and Long Beach. That's 3 different, but you got to be on the move, and you got to be willing to do that so that you can get the results that you want. No, you can't be lazy.
And I suggest you take it to the court clerk. You can mail it in with your check, or you can do a fee waiver, and I'll go over that. I suggest taking it, and the reason why I say take it, because if you turn it into the court clerk, she will review it. And go over that document for you for free and say, okay, you're missing this, because that's what happened to me.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
When I did mine, I found
it. And that takes 3 days, 7 days to get there, because
and then it takes about 3, 4, 5, 10 days for them
then
to
they look at it. Then they tell you it's wrong, and you gotta wait for their correspondence to come back to you. So you a month later. So go on and get up off your ass
and just go down there. I mean, doing
handle it in person.
If they let you do it now in COVID time, then you could do it. Because I did. This is my experience that I'm sharing with you. When I went down there, don't get me wrong, I had to step over to the side and fix some shit. She was like, no, you need to change this. Put this right there. That don't go there. And had I not went in there, that process would have took a long time to go through. Dropping that paperwork off, when I tell you, once you file that fee, once you file the paper, it's a $70 fee. $170.
Oh, I was gonna say everything is $70.
$170. That's what
all got a 70 in it.
It's $60 to $150.
Oh, okay.
So it can be from anywhere from $60 to $150. However, you can file a fee waiver if you get Medi-Cal or
any kind of benefits.
And that's the reason why it's $60 to $150. It can be less than that because they do a sliding scale. So you may only have to pay $20. Exactly. So go down there. Don't be scared to do it because they will help you file them papers. Get them papers filed, and it takes about 30, 45 days. You don't even have to go to court. Now, on special circumstance cases, you may have to appear in front of a judge, like we was talking about, like statutory rape, if you ended up, if it's one of those.
You might want to hear it.
Yeah, they might want to hear it. But 95% of the time, you do not even have to appear in front of a judge. They're gonna review your documents. Of course, they're gonna run your record again, make sure that you don't have anything.
Don't be out here doing new shit. Don't have no new case. Don't get caught up 2 weeks before your shit is finalized.
Exactly, because they're gonna run your record. And then they'll send you a notification in the mail and let you know, congratulations, your record has been expunged.
Now,
blah, 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 live your life.
Now, when you get your record expunged and you're filling out an application and it asks, have you been convicted of a felony? You can put no.
You can put no. I was going to tell you, like, no, you can put no now.
Now you can put no. Yes, because that's what that means. It means no. I was not. It never happened. It's expunged.
And let me tell you something. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me explain something to you who do have felonies and it's not expunged. I want you guys to read that application clearly, because a lot of times we'll have a felony 10 years ago, and it'll say, in the last 7 years, have you had it? You'll say yes.
Yeah.
Nigga.
10 years ago.
They said 7.
Yeah.
That's a no.
Yes. Pay attention. Read the fine print.
That's a no for me.
Right.
So a lot of times we cut ourselves off just by not paying attention to those. Because before I got my record expunged, trust me, I was the one. Have you ever had a felony? Or have you had I was very detailed because if I got to take you to court, I need to be able to.
And I'm living proof, because at the end of the day, after all the shit I did in my life and all the shit I've been arrested for and convicted of, I end up working in the bank. And at one point, I had the keys to the motherfucker. And I said, damn. I really said to myself, I said, boy, if only they knew the bitch I used to be. I was like, but it was like, it was a moment where I was going in, I was dressed, I was walking downtown, I had my business attire on, and I had my little briefcase, and I remember putting those keys in the door, and it was just like a moment for me, like, wow, like, look how the tables turn. When I tell you I've been in jail more times, cases, nigga, I was on the run. Listen, I was on the run from the police for a while. I have been through a lot. And so for me to get in at a bank and then have them later give me the keys to that shit.
The bank.
Oh yeah, I'm a boss bitch up in that shit. I'm not a regular. You listen, I'm not a regular up in that motherfucker. I'm well respected. I'll let y'all know later on when and where, but right now it's none of your business. Just know I'm with the money. But it's just like I'm living proof of you know, what that expungement and that having that shit, it works. Listen, it works because you best believe they dug as deep as they could, and some of the shit I was involved in was stealing, but they didn't find it.
Exactly. So and know that with an expungement, like she said, it's with regular jobs you can get that, and that's amazing. But know that on a federal level, sometimes first of all, you cannot get a federal charge expunged. You're not expunging a federal record.
Just state.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
You know, the feds is like, no, we got you. We know you. We ain't playing.
Right.
But some things, even though your record is expunged, it still may come up. Like federal situations and state situations, even with the state.
Yeah, if you're trying to work with the state or
government clearance, it may still affect you. But then again, it depends on what that expungement is. You just have to be honest and clear and upfront with them. They see that it's done, it's an expungement, and you move on. I know people who have expungement records that work at the airport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That work.
TSA.
I know people that work for Congress people right now that have had expungement. So definitely can happen.
Yes.
Okay, so it's definitely can happen. So don't think that it cannot, you know, and that's why we wanted to bring this program to you, because we can sit here all the time and tell you about the credits and this and that and the third. Ebonic economics is because not just money talking your languages, because we come from where we come from.
Exactly.
We come from where you come from.
And we want y'all to know we get y'all, and we want y'all to get us. Like, and our experiences and our life lessons, we are sharing those with y'all because I know y'all can identify with us, nigga. A lot of people, we all been through a lot of stuff, and we made it through. You know what I mean? And nobody, I always say, you only see the rainbow. You didn't see the storm. You know what I'm saying? That storm was a motherfucker. It was rain, hail, wind, sleet, snow, everything. But now it's the sun is shining, and it's a beautiful rainbow. And so that is possible for everyone. Not just, I'm not special.
No.
I'm not special.
At all.
I just kept going. I didn't lay down. I pushed forward. I moved forward. So, you know.
And look at what you've been through.
Man.
And transition that into your life, because I believe, and Red does 100%, nothing is coincidental. Nothing just happens because it happens. You went to jail for that reason. Number one, you did the shit you did. You know that.
If you're guilty, don't be mad.
Yeah, because I was. That's how I did time easy. I said, I did this shit.
On my mama, I was like, bitch, you done did 40 years worth of shit.
Man, that's how I was.
You don't sit down and take this little 2 or 3 and shut the fuck up.
That's how
and do it. You know what I'm saying?
If you knew what I really did, I'd be through.
Lord, yes.
But so be grateful. So have that attitude of gratitude. You know, in the situation you are. You in jail, why am I here? Let me learn something. Let me pick up on something. People learn different things. People learn $1 million shit in jail.
Yeah.
Okay, if they listening. Yeah, we ain't gonna say no name.
And you meet good people in fucking doing time. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You meet good people doing time because the relationship is different in there because y'all pretty much
because everything is stripped down. It's no fake, it's no cars, it's no bling, it's just me and you talking.
Yeah.
You see, so if you open your mind up and not be in prison, like I'm just in here, fuck it. If this nigga was a professional embezzler millionaire, nigga, hell though. Listen
what you was doing, bro? You did what?
You see what I'm saying? So take that and, like we said, have the attitude of gratitude. I did my time. I'm here. Let me make the best of it. Like I said, I got my degree as a byproduct of the money. I didn't give a damn about college, but I was like financial aid. But hey, while I'm here, let me go ahead. I can learn some shit.
Right.
You know, but I had a master's.
Let me use my time constructively type shit.
Yes. To be honest with you. But I'm going to cut my financial aid off.
And we come from all walks of life. You never know what nobody been through. You never know what you capable of doing until you try. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have never in my life, if somebody would have told me later on that I would be working in the bank. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit used to fuck with me. Sometimes I'd be, you know, that shit crazy walking downtown. Like the funny thing is, it was like I would have a deja vu because I had always seen myself doing that type of shit. But at the time, I was living another way, and I would be like, yeah, that's a dream. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know. Life is a motherfucker, and you never know what kind of hand it's gonna deal you. But whatever you get, you gotta play them cards. So if you're going to jail and you're doing that time, you gotta play them cards. You know what I'm saying?
And use the resources that they give you if you are on probation or parole. Use the resources. They can pay for your IDs. They can pay for a lot of things. They have training programs that they will pay for you to go to them training programs.
Right.
If you're a felony, make that probation or parole officer
work for you.
Work for you. A lot of times we want to be like, fuck them, I want to talk to them, I want to do nothing. Make them, I bet you they ain't want to talk to you when you be like, hey, I heard y'all had a program where y'all sent us to
pay for my ID.
Yeah.
Y'all can do me some training. Y'all can do. Yeah, he gonna be like, oh Lord. Yeah, why you paying that restitution? Get something back out of there.
Yeah. Because those resources are there for you. So don't look at your background, your felony, your mistakes, your problems, your issues.
Your yesterday. Man.
As your today. You are here. You can make things happen for yourself. I know my son's father was in jail for attempted murder. I can go through a long list of people.
We have to do a whole nother
episode on the people that we know that went through that shit, done 13, 10, 5, 6, 8 years and came home and been extremely successful.
Okay.
You see, so
and let me say this. Even if nobody wants to hire you after jail, you can always work for yourself.
Always.
We didn't get to put that in here because we talked about the resources in case you're trying to do something else. When you're getting started, because working for someone else will get you the money.
That's your finance. That's your investor for your business.
Money. So we understand that. But once you get that money put to the side, yes. Because no, you can't turn you down.
Exactly.
You can open your business and then you'll be an opportunity for another brother like you or another sister like you that you know did time but got themselves together and is ready to do something different. We got to learn to work together. We got to learn to accept not necessarily criticism but advice. And just, you know, and what we see, you know, it's a word, not an opinion, but just I'm just letting you know what I see, man. You know, like people,
because some people see things in you that you don't see in yourself. Right. I do it all the time. People like, what? I'm like, you don't see that? Like, I very clearly see that you are this person, but a lot of times we don't believe in us because we're dealing with the other bullshit yesterday.
Right.
We're dealing with yesterday, so we can't foresee today. We can't see it real clear to us because you got yesterday so fuzzy and so clear in your head playing like a bad rerun.
Right. And it's fucking with your tomorrow.
Yes, it's messing with your tomorrow. Absolutely. So it doesn't matter if you have a felony or whatever you've had.
You can do it.
You can do it. So what I want you guys to do on Ebonic Economics, I want you guys to, first of all, try to do that expungement. If you guys have gotten past all of that, try that expungement. But I also want you guys to tap into the resources, 70 million jobs, second chances, and TMI.
Yes.
TMI.
Too many inmates.
Okay. So,
Ebonic Economics, goddammit.
Money talking our
life after lockup. You can persevere.
All the time.
Hey, I like me some guys who have been in jail.